Hey there, I am making a super quick pasta bake tonight, which is the perfect thing for a weeknight meal. It feeds a crowd. You can make some, freeze some, and I'm actually also cleaning out my pantry, fridge, and freezer. So I've been trying to use bits and bobs of everything that I have on hand because it's time to like replenish the whole thing and get rid of the old stuff. And this was a pound of breakfast sausage that I've had in my freezer for, I don't know, maybe a year. But I thought it is time to cook this puppy up, and I've done so with a half of a red onion, and it is nicely browned. I'm going to actually remove some of it because I'm going to make some egg bites a little bit later, and I do want some of this turkey sausage for that, and I don't need all of this in my pasta bake. So we're going to share the wealth here, just remove a little bit. And then, let's see, my pasta has 5 more minutes. I'm just using some rotini that's going to go really well. I like to use things like that in a pasta bake. And then these are all bits and bobs of tomatoes from my garden. They had seen better days, but they're still good for sautés. So don't give up on those tomatoes if you can cook them down. Just want to give those a quick stir and let them wilt down. And this was some frozen kale that I've let thaw a little bit. This was actually some kale from my garden. And I pulled that out of the freezer. So you can see I'm using up all the stuff. And I think this is going to need a little bit of salt and pepper. I want to keep this very simple. I'm not going to do any other seasonings. We're just going to have this breakfast sausage kind of speak for itself. And this is not the spicy kind, but you could use anything. I really like to use those chicken sausages, you know, like the Italian chicken sausages. But in the theme of using what I have on hand, this was the direction I went. That looks really pretty already. You can see it's got the nice green from the kale, so I'm a proponent of green must be in everything. I love my veggies. I'm actually going to do an old, kind of like a chef's trick here. I'm not a real chef, but I've learned this trick from chefs. Ketchup. Unsweetened Primal Kitchen ketchup. I don't want it to be sugary, but this is going to kind of act as my tomato paste and hold everything together. So that was a healthy couple of tablespoons of ketchup going in. Sounds weird, but you'll thank me. You could add garlic in here if you want, but I think this breakfast sausage had quite a bit of flavor, so I'm going to just leave it be like this. And as soon as my pasta is done, we'll add it in, then we'll stick this in the oven just to kind of brown off the top. I'm going to add some cheese as well. Okay, my pasta is done, and this, my friends, is called a spider. It is the easiest way to get pasta out of hot boiling water without having to drain the pasta. So that is going right into my skillet. I want to get all of it out, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of that. See, just a skosh of that pasta water. I'm going to give it a stir to see if I need any more, because pasta water actually helps everything kind of come together. And it's going to bubble up just a little bit more in my oven. I cooked my pasta al dente, which means to the tooth, means a little bit chewy, because it's going to cook a little more in the oven, and I don't want it to be mushy. I don't like mushy pasta. I like pasta with some attitude, a little tooth to it, so to speak, a little chewy. Not too chewy, because that's annoying, but just a little. This is the pasta that I bought, Brahmi. It has 21 grams of protein. It's made in Italy, bronze cut pasta. I didn't know a regular pasta made with, I think it's durum wheat. Yeah, crazy, crazy, but could have semolina, durum wheat, 21 grams of protein. All right, and then I'm going to put some cheese on top. I didn't have mozzarella or parm, which would have kind of been the go-tos, right, that you would think with pasta bake, but I had some of this pepper jack. So, a little pepper jack going in, because like I said, I'm trying not to buy new stuff. I'm trying to utilize what I already have on hand. And then this is going to go into my 425 oven just until the cheese is kind of melted and bubbly, and you can see everything has come together very nicely. So this goes in my oven, and we'll check on it in about 15 minutes. See you then. So hubby Tim has joined just in time. He just got home. This just pulled out of the oven, this pasta bake that I was making. So he agreed for the test of the taste, the taste test.
I am the CTO,
He
Chief
does
Tasting
a great
Officer.
job of it. And he said, do we have any open red wine? And we didn't. However, Thrive Market sent me this groovy dry red blend, alcohol removed. So I thought we would give it a try. It's wine out of a can. have you ever tried wine out of a can?
I have not.
All right.
Wine out of a box, but not out of a can.
We're gonna pour this to go with this pasta bake because red wine with the pasta bake is the way to go. Perfecto. All right, and then,
Smells good.
there's your fork.
Thank
However, let's scoop you up.
you. Oh, this smells so good.
Yeah, it really does. These are tomatoes out of our garden.
Perfect.
Some of the kale that was from our garden that I had in the freezer.
Yeah.
We're just trying to use up the last of things, and I'm gonna give you a sprinkling of parsley.
Thank
I
you.
know you're not an herby guy, but it's pretty that way. And it's
All
super
right.
hot, so
This looks great.
yeah. And it made enough, so we'll have some to take to your brother Billy. I think he'll like it too.
I think you will because I love it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. And so it
Right.
passed, and the wine. That smells really good. It smells very grapish.
Of course, it hadn't had a chance to breathe.
Okay. It's
But it's
great.
great.
Even when it comes out of a can, it needs
It's
to
good.
breathe.
It's good.
All right. Thanks, honey.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Cut and eat.